it's really frustrating that we can call a medication a flibit, and flibit doesn't do
Hmm.
the same thing as every other flibit.
Right.
And it's like if I get prescribed flibits, I better be able to take flibits and get flibit effects. But that's not the
Right.
system that we've got. We've got um, molecule molecular ownership is basically when they patent a molecule, pharmaceutical companies are patenting a shape of matter. I don't know what gives them that right. But they're also patenting, I guess what I don't mind as much that they patent, but this is where the problem comes from. I don't mind as much that they patent the process.
Hmm.
So now I do mind in that when they patent the process and somebody else decides not to buy the patent and apply it to their workflow and they instead reinvent that wheel in a different way. So now we've got two or more processes that produce the same molecule, duloxetine, and they have to probably pay or wait until it goes into its generic life cycle. Like there's a
Yeah.
branded life cycle and there's a generic life cycle that comes after it in the U.S. at least. I don't know how it is everywhere else, but in the branded life cycle, you had to get Cymbalta for a while, or I think there might
Yeah.
have also been a couple other brands that are basically the same molecule, but it had to be the brand names and not the generics just weren't available yet. And then after a certain number of years, pharmaceuticals no longer have the exclusive rights, and then others get the ability to produce the generics. So the generics, if they apply the patents that made the original, then they're going to have exactly the same thing. If they
Hmm.
don't pay the money to apply those patents and instead try to reinvent it because they think they can do it cheaper, then they might have a slightly different effect. And I think that's kind of where the difference between manufacturers comes in. So, not getting
Yeah.
into like which manufacturers specifically I had approved for my medication. Um, the point is just that I think that it's kind of like a effect of the patenting system for pharmaceuticals that
Yeah.
has led to ultimately a supply chain shortage for a specific section of a specific medication